Shalom, everybody. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Peace, blessings to everyone. Welcome to, I guess, a Wonderland breakdown.
What shows and conversations is this?
Chosen Conversations, episode 24.
Right, okay,
24. Come on, somebody. So yeah, Chosen Conversations, episode 24. As y'all can, you normally see me by myself, but today I got my lovely Iyob, my lovely wife, Miss Malkah, Yahu, in the building, assisting me. First and foremost, giving all praises to the Most High, Yahu, by Hashem, in the name of His forgotten Son, Yahu Mashiach, who is our King and Redeemer, by way of the Ruach HaKodesh. Once He laid down His life, He gave up the set apart Ruach to be our comforter, our God, who brings all things to remembrance. So we're excited to be before you today, man, just to have a quick conversation. Y'all know me, I say quick.
I'm gonna make sure he keeps it quick.
we be here for a while. But yeah, Shabbat Shalom, happy Feast of Tents. In Paleo Hebrew, it is
In Abrit, it is Maaaaaan Sukkot.
There we go. Hope everybody is, enjoying their Sukkot, enjoying their time with their families, having the Most High to come down and just fellowship and tabernacle with them and with us, and we're excited. But yeah, so we are here, guys. Wonderland, man.
Listen.
All praises to the Most High for
All
this release.
Yahuwah.
All esteem to Yahuwah. Man, this it is just like, man.
No words.
No words. Thank y'all, everybody, for the shouts, the reviews, the sharing, the text messages, the emails of encouragement to keep going. Shouts to Sister Delta,
Yes, sister.
Kulinati, the House of Braid, and everybody, the staff over at Brew News, for the genuine support. It means a lot, and just once again, it's all about genuine righteous support.
All right, Yahu.
Come on with it. He shine that light.
Okay,
Bam!
then.
That light said but yeah, so just all of the features, man, the music ministers that were on the project. And that B just, he got to go on some whack. But yeah, so we just wanted to, come on and just give a formal breakdown of the journey. And this is why we're overwhelmed with the support, because everybody's the nation is responding. I've really been active on YouTube for past year and a half, 2 years, and New Moon, all praises for New Moon.
Yes.
That was the first Truth album. Even Black Canvas back in 2019, it was an inspirational but still considered secular album. It wasn't necessarily set apart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it got some traction, and New Moon got some traction. Wonderland, the traction this got in just 2 days, I was like, wow. It was, like I said, on my topic page, right now, I think it's sitting at 59 subscribers. Y'all, the other day was at 6.
Yeah.
Literally at 6 subscribers on that topic channel. That whenever the distributor releases it, the music goes to that particular channel. They were supposed to merge the channel with my channel, but who knows when that's gonna happen. But nevertheless, I don't want to spend too much time on that. But all praises to the Most High for, it's not about clicks, it's not about views, it's about the Most High getting the recognition. It's about the Most High getting the kabod that He deserves. But I was just mentioning that I haven't seen the numbers and clicks and views like that on my channel, especially my topic channel. I was like, way. Shouts out to Kulinati.
Yeah.
The track "You Are Everything," which we're going to discuss here in a second. It's literally almost at 3,000 views.
Yeah.
I know that may be small to some, but to us, like, that's huge.
It really is.
Like, it's already surpassed where New Moon is right now.
Yeah.
So
That's
on YouTube, so we're just thankful, and we just wanted to come on real quick to sort of break down and have a conversation about, Wonderland and the journey, because like I was saying, that's what I was alluding to. Like, y'all hear the music and you see us on Facebook and things like that on social media, but the journey into this thing, man, the sacrifices we've had to make, and all esteem to Yahuwah for allowing us to be vessels, allowing us to be parents and servants of and for Him, most of all, and being yoked with Mashiach and leaning on the Ruach HaKodesh and guided by the Ruach HaKodesh. Like, it's a true journey. Like, we had to battle flesh like daily, right?
Daily. Hourly.
By the minute. I mean, we have children in the truth. We have children that's older that's not in the truth. We got family members that's not in the truth. And, it's a daily battle, because this spiritual warfare is truly ramping up. And we just wanted to come on. Y'all excuse that noise in the background. They've been quiet all day. Soon we come out here.
But anyway.
But anyway, you know how that go. Like I said, we just talk about the spiritual battle. It is.
Y'all don't get to see the warfare, not all of it. Because some things it's not meant for everybody to see. Right. So the warfare behind Wonderland, the ups, the downs, the trials, we put our own finances into this, because this is what the Most High ordained Him to do. Ordained my husband to release, to reach the four corners. And this is why all the subscribers on, not our normal YouTube page, but the topic YouTube page, they're going up, because it's literally, you can tell it's reaching not just Yasharal, but it's reaching the lost. It's, like he said, it's reaching the masses, the four corners, and this is what it's about. And I'll say this and I'll be quiet after that. Because what we've come to a conclusion about is, in this walk, there's not a lot of genuine love. Right. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of backbiting. There's a lot of things that's still going on within our own nation. Nothing new under the sun. This has been going on for a long time with us, So to see the barakah, or the blessing that Wonderland is to the people that genuinely promote it, like the Light Hebrew Magazine, Sister Delta, Brother Mono, Miss Mono, King Seven, and the artist that's featured on the album. That's the genuine love that we appreciate, that the Most High appreciates, because all love. By the way, shouts out to Shemaiah and Malkah Yahu, Shanaim for the All Love record, since I said all love. But all the love, you got to discern what type of love people are giving you. Some is genuine and some is fugazi, some is fake. So we'll talk about that with fake friends later.
Right.
But that's enough for now.
But so to line back off of what my wife is saying, we're just going to get into, Exodus. We talk about Exodus, and we all know what was going on during the Exodus. In the Exodus, we were in captivity. And Exodus 7:3 through 4, it talks about how Yahuwah is getting the praise and the kabod. He said He was going to do it. Let's read that right quick. Exodus 7:3. And it says, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart. Not Musha or Moses, not the Malkah. He said, I will harden Pharaoh's heart and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Mizraim. That's important. And we get so shocked when we see the flood in New York that's going on right now. And I pray all those people are safe. The earthquakes in Morocco the other week. AI intelligence sitting in the football games today that we just see on the commercial, the same ones that were sitting in the, we talked about it on the Truth Be Told for Us podcast, the Dolphins and the Chargers game last week. Those are signs and wonders that 2 Thessalonians, we're going to read in a minute, talks about. But that's a mockery and trying to emulate or duplicate or replicate what the Most High was doing in Exodus. He was creating signs and wonders. So not only the natural signs and wonders that we can see from the eye, from the naked eye, but we get so excited when we see our own being gunned down by the police, or these ooh-wees being injected and people passing out and dying from it. But verse 4 says, but Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt. So he's saying, there's no reason to be shocked. These things are going to happen. Pharaoh, or the government, or the higher powers, and even the higher spiritual powers that's behind the scenes working on the powers that be that's in control, they're not gonna soften their heart and say, okay, we just let y'all go. We're just gonna give you reparations and let you go. They're gonna harden it. But it's all about the Most High. The Most High says, I may lay my hand upon Egypt and bring forth mine armies and my people, the children of Yasharal, out of the land of Mizraim by what? Great judgments. And that's what Wonderland is all about. Shouts to Everblaze for just depicting the vision that, like, I sent him a couple pictures, told him what I wanted, and he went in
that
on
thing, smacked it up, flipped it, and rubbed it down. Righteously, of course.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. But the Red Sea parting behind the reflection in my shades of the people Exodus. And it's kind of blurry. He made it blurry so you have to really focus in and see, what is Iyob looking at? What is he sitting there looking at with the sea of reeds behind him, with the dove and the moon behind him? We know the moon is made for what? The Moeds. And look, we're in the feast day. Wonderland was supposed to have been released last February, April, then May. Then we got all the songs together and was supposed to be on the release on the day of F3 Family Fest. That didn't work out. Then I said another day to August. Like, it just, Most High was like, nope, I'm not gonna release it until I'm ready. I still got some things that's gotta happen. I still got some signs and wonders that I'm doing. Also the signs and wonders spiritually. Like, these have been the best 2 years of our life.
Yes.
But as Malkah was saying earlier, just the spiritual warfare that is ramped up, we've had to be girded, man. That's a sign and a wonder in itself. Devok 91 a couple times. Stroke. They told me, like, man, you ain't gonna sing again. You can forget that stuff. But I believed. We believed. He was like, nah. So yeah, so Exodus 7:3, it talks about that, and it talks about how the Most High, He's going to be doing these things. He gets the glory. He gets all the credit, all the kaboom. Yes. Allah Yahuwah.
Allah Yahuwah.
Anything you want to say, baby?
No, you read the 2 Thessalonians, with the title of Wonderland, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, and Ezra literally depicted that thing.
Yes.
I'm going to say this, like, with the
second artwork.
Yes, with the second artwork. It's a man, and it says Iyob ben Yahu on the back of his long type Matrix jacket, Right. Like, what's his name? Neo that wore it in the Matrix. He's walking into this darkness, this dark world. Right. But what he got in his hand? He got the word in his hand to be a light to all of that darkness and things that, occur in our normal everyday lives. We don't talk about all the time because, first of all, we're smart. Second, we listen to Yahuwah and we use that discernment because everybody should not know everything about your life or lives. Right. That's not how Yahuwah told us to govern our relationship, our life, you know. So there's things that we do that only our household may see or know about, and that's because we're not out here to boast and brag about it to get the glory unto ourselves. But when Ezra did that second art cover,
it depicted everything we've been going like. And it's so crazy that the other day, I was like, okay, the album's, you know, released on the platform, about to be released on to all platforms. Let me check in with Ezra and see what up with the artwork. Y'all, I literally said that and thought that in my mind.
Yep.
And as soon as I said it, ding, the messenger popped up and he sent the artwork. I was like, yo, that's no cap. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, Most High, you just doing this thing. So when I seen it, you know, like Michael was saying, I got the Matrix coat on in the depiction with the Bible going into Babylon that's on fire. It's got the Ferris wheel and the normal. Let's get back to normal. Let's have the fun. Not knowing the whole time spiritually, it's on fire. Yeah. You got the carousel, you got the snack machines,
the Ruachs flying around.
Then not only that, on top of that, you got the helicopter in the left shining its light on me as if I'm the troublemaker, as we know how that goes in America. And then you got the bat over the moon. The moon is a Moed moon. It's glowing just like it was the last 2 nights for the Moed and the feast day. And then you got the airplane in the background that's getting hit by the lightning, that's on fire, that's falling. So it just depicted a whole, he was able to depict the whole picture, the whole theme of what Wonderland is about. And 2 Thessalonians 2:9, you know, it talks about 2:8 through 10, and then shall that wicked be revealed. It has wicked in all caps, whom the Most High shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Hasatan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So that's exactly what Mike is talking about. While the Most High is doing his signs and wonders, the true signs and wonders through the vessels that serve him, there's going to also be lying signs and wonders through people that say that they are about him and about his truth, but really behind closed doors, they living in sin. They living in sin. Out here ministering. Just because we may not actually literally see you living in the sin, that don't mean the Most High don't see it. That don't mean we haven't discerned it. We picked up on it. We've discerned it. But we can't be just dedicated to watching on social media. Like, that ain't all. We got so much going on here, y'all. All praise to the Most High for allowing things to be put into our hands that he trusts us with. But we still see the lying signs and wonders, as it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Hasatan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. People are deceiving people with unrighteousness, with what did Mashiach tell the disciples and the multitude? The leaven of the Pharisees is what? Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, small seed and blows up over time. Now you got your chest puffed out because you know a lot of knowledge. But spiritually, you're not living that life. Spiritually, you're not dedicated. Your life is on the line. But is it in righteousness or unrighteousness?
Is it for the pictures? Is it for the views, the clicks and the likes, and to be on every set with everybody? See, this is a thing that, you know, being Kadash is not about what a lot of people are doing out here and making themselves, not Yahuwah, sing. You know, it's not about going here and going there and being this place and being that place all the time. Sometimes you're going to have to say no to a thing if Yahuwah tells you to. When you say no to a thing or things that Yahuwah tells you to, like literally tells you to say no to, what we look like saying yes, being in agreement with darkness because everybody's going to be there, or this person is on stage or that person is on stage. We're not going to do that. That's not what the house of Iyob does. Right. We literally have to make sure first that our house is in order.
Right.
You know, there's been there's been several times that we couldn't do something or put something out because we had to correct ourselves, correct our children, you know, and people connected to us and our shebe or our tribe, our family.
Right.
So this is what it's about. It's not about, you know, showing off and just saying that you were there on this set and that set. You know what I mean? Because you're bringing esteem to yourself, not to Yahu, and he's gonna judge that. He's
judging it right
judging that thing right
he's
now.
Judging it right
and
now.
Yasharal, because Yasharal gets the judgment first.
That's
all I got to say on that.
Allah Yahuwah, babe, and we have to become like children. The humility has to be there, and that's what Wonderland is all about. Henceforth, Genesis 17, 18, and 19. We know the account of Abraham, but let's point out some things that happened. Like Michael just said, we can't go minister and we can't discern things if we not right. So everything we're saying and we're talking about and having a conversation with, that everybody just can't have. You got to be chosen, because people may take offense, people may get their feelings hurt. This conversation is not to hurt anybody's feelings. It is to bring awareness, to set the eyes and the ruachs right, to see what's going on, because it's actually happening. We ain't pointing the finger.
No.
Like, that's not what this is about. But it is about bringing the awareness, because this is what the Most High is saying in this hour. Okay? So, Abraham, you see, and he got the prophecy in Genesis 18. Well, he was speaking in Genesis 17, I think 2:27. You know, Yahuwah was talking with Abraham. He was saying how he was going to bless Ishmael, but with Isaac was the covenant, right?
That's right.
Isaac wasn't here yet. So Yahuwah is giving a prophecy that he is saying, look, you be obedient, I'm going to establish my people through Isaac, through you. You about to have a seed. Abraham was like, man, I'm 99 years old. Which could have been relatively young, but it's still written for us to see in this time to say, wait a minute, why are you 99? And the Most High was giving him a prophecy that he already had a son. But Most High was like, no, that ain't it. I'm going to cut the cup. I'm going to have the covenant through your son Isaac. And a nation is going to be birthed out of that. So in Genesis 18, well, before that, let's back up. Abraham and his whole house, servants, everybody got circumcised, even Ishmael. But then Ishmael, he sent Ishmael off. He blessed him, sent him off. Here comes Genesis 18. The Malkah rolled through. Because guess what they're on their way to Sodom and Gomorrah to judge it. Now check this out. Before we get there, the Malkah pulled up on Abraham to confirm the prophecy what the Most High had gave them. They was confirming, but they was on their way to judge Sodom and Gomorrah. It says Abraham hastened, y'all. He ran to go get the calf. He ran to the young lad to prepare the meal. He ran to his wife Sarah to tell her. Sarah was like, what? Have a child? Boy, didn't you just get circumcised? Why you running around here sweating and carrying on all excited? He became like a child. He forgot about the circle. He forgot about the pain that he was feeling. He forgot about that. He was excited at the mountain. This was confirmation. We get excited about when the Most High gives us confirmation. Some he'll show us in a vision or a dream or through somebody, and then we see it, it gets confirmed, right?
Yeah.
So here comes Abraham. He became like a child. He forgot about the pain of circumcision. The pain, the circumcision, before he can go be a kinsman redeemer, that we'll get to in a second. He had to redeem somebody in Sodom, y'all. He had to redeem somebody, y'all. Yeah. Somebody was thinking about sin. A family member. The circumcision, circumcising things of the heart, those emotions, those feelings we get. We gotta, to what we have to die to. The foreskin, the extra fat. That is not even sufficient. We don't need it. But it was there. We were born with it. But we have to trim it before we can go redeem somebody.
You better say that again.
We're singing, we gotta trim that before we go redeem anybody. Sign, that's a sign. That's a sign that you are on the path with the Most High. It ain't gonna feel good. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna take some cutting off. It's gonna take some more friendships to be added. It ain't gonna feel the best, but it has to happen when you're trimming the foreskin of the heart, when you're being circumcised. We can't go sing and rap still living in sin. We can't paint pictures and do poetry living in sin. Getting in our feelings, getting in our emotions, acting out of anger. You can be angry.
Righteously.
Righteous anger. Because righteous anger, you won't sin. It says, be angry but sin not.
Right.
You won't make a decision out of your emotion because you're angry at somebody. Or you're sad about somebody. So Abraham had to learn this. His whole household had to learn this. Because they got a visitation, y'all.
Come on now,
they got a visitation. So if you're righteous or unrighteous, either way, you're going to get that visitation. He got a visitation. And he got a prophecy. Let's keep going. So we become kinsman redeemers for our families, friends, loved ones, even our enemies. The kinsman redeemer is the action, the example. Right? So in Genesis 19, Abraham redeemed who? Lot. You know why? What did Lot do that was about to be? He had thought about something so abominable. The man wanted them men that was the Malkah that was in there. He was like, you can have my what? My daughters. My virgin daughters, I'll get to you.
I could not imagine.
I couldn't imagine.
No
giving
way.
our daughters, little Miss Yaya and Sarah, McCall and Mahalik. Even Taria, she's not in the walk, but that's my daughter.
That's right.
I couldn't imagine giving my daughters to some men because they wanted me or my wife or the men that was right. That's it again, babe.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. But Lot thought about it. But Abraham, let's keep going. I hope y'all staying with us. Now the Malachim in the snap of a finger could have killed everybody.
Yep.
But guess what? Like we just said, in the appointed time, you're gonna get the visitation, righteousness or unrighteousness. They could have killed them all, but they just shown the light to knock all the men back, right?
Yeah.
It ain't time just yet. The hour hasn't come. Not just yet. They're about to be judged. So that's still the window of grace and mercy that we're in now. Come on, man.
That's it.
That's a sign and a wonder, y'all. The mercy itself, the grace itself, it's a wonder. You marvel at it because you're like, man, I done so much.
Oh, man.
I done been through so much. And the Most High, you entrust me with a project to give out to the people. You entrust me with a family member's child to raise, to help raise. You entrust me with other people. You entrust me to be called upon at 3 in the morning to help a deliverance, to help somebody heal from sickness. All esteem to the Most High for that. So Abraham was the same way. What did he have? He had a conversation with the Most High.
He did.
He said, no, wait, because Most High was like, I'm about to shut it down. And Abraham was like, well, wait a minute. It's not like you over there. You gonna wipe out the whole city. Everybody? What if there's some righteous folk? They went from what, 55 all the way down to 5?
Yes.
And guess what the only people was? It was Lot. He had mercy on Lot. Lot was just about to give his daughter to these men.
Kinsman redeemer.
He had to redeem Lot, man. And the only person that got out of there, that when they left, the only person that turned back was, of course, Lot's wife. She wasn't ready to go to the next level.
Oh, man.
She didn't understand. Because guess what? In due time, that whatever unrighteousness she was doing, that visitation came.
She missed it.
She missed it. She missed it. Despite all the deceitfulness that 2 Thessalonians just read. Despite all the covering up. Despite all the things that Lot didn't see. Lot was like, where you going back? Oh, I forgot my Birkin bag. I ain't buy you no Birkin bag. I forgot my DKNY. Wait a minute. Where you get a DKNY bag from? I didn't buy that. So it ain't no telling what kind of sin she was in. It ain't no telling what she was doing.
It was an idol.
It was an idol. Whatever it was,
In
it was
her heart.
an idol. In her, say it again, babe.
In her heart.
And that's what we're saying. If it's in your heart, you think it's hidden from everybody. But there are some vessels that Yahuwah has appointed that they see it, but he be like, don't say nothing. Focus on what you got going on.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. There's multiple people that he said, don't say it.
Don't say a word.
If you see it, I see it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a sign. And we still in the grace and mercy part. We still, I don't want to necessarily say we got time, but if you still breathing and you're watching this video, and if you know that there's some unrighteous things that you've got going on, repent. That's the thing. So let's move on. Anything you want to say about that? Genesis 18.
I just want to say I agree, of course, because things that he's talking about is not like we haven't went through those things ourselves. You know, dealing with stuff in our own hearts and our own souls that, you know, and he just said a word, 2 words, new level.
New level. And
there has to be a new level, because when it's like faith to faith, kabod to kabod, or glory to glory, you can't stay at a certain level if you expect to make it to the kingdom. You can't stay here when Yahuwah is wanting to take you higher. And it's not even to esteem us to get higher. It's so his glory can be shown. You know, so we have to esteem him the higher we go. And again, as my husband said, you know, you can't be out here, you know, going out to reach the 4 corners when the main one, you yourself, isn't right. Because people see through that.
Right.
People literally see through that. As he said, the chosen ones, they see through that. Those who have that ruach of discernment, because they've been through it already. I can recognize what I've been through already. I can see it. And I know this may sound weird, but sometimes it's like a ruach of stench.
Yeah, no, that ain't weird.
He say that all the time.
Like, I smell them from a mile away.
Yes, and we could spot a fake shalom from a mile away too. You know what I mean? So it's all about what you're willing to do for the Most High, not for yourself. And you have to become like a child. You have to be willing to learn, unlearn, relearn when it comes to this walk, to this truth, and to dealing with things about yourself. If you're not willing to accept things about yourself and change the things so you can get to another level, because we're right here right now, like literally right now, after Wonderland was already released, we got smacked with something else.
Listen.
I mean, bum rush, smacked with something else. But you know what? Yahuwah is allowing it because he's testing us to see, okay, good, you got the message out there, you got Wonderland out there, you know what I mean? And I prepared you for the good things and the bad things that's going to come. You know, so I'm going to see if you will understand. I'm going to allow something else to hit you in the midst of you releasing this for me, to see if you're still going to stick with me.
That's it. That's it.
So that's all.
All praises. All praises. So
that.
Let's talk about that. Now that's the theme, the Wonderland theme in the whole, and we're still diving into it, but you just kind of see what the Wonderland is all about. And I talk about where I'm from, where I grew up in Kannapolis, North Carolina, about 15 miles north of Charlotte, in the Charlotte, Concord, Kannapolis area, right? And the mascot of our football team, where I was captain, 3 years started on varsity, all praises, and grew up, they nicknamed the stadium Wonderland. So I'm just sort of paying a homage to where I grew up and where I was a child. You know what I'm saying? And where I grew up, and I experienced life from the young age all the way up to 42 years old until I moved down here to South Carolina, into the countryside, as you can see, the great countryside.
You know, these chickens.
And country behind us is beautiful, and it's so peaceful out here, so much shalom. But that's where the Wonderland comes from. It's the whole thing. And Lift Your Spirit, track number 2 on the album, talks about that. Shouts to Jamil the Trunk Rattler, man, for it. Like, so every track on Wonderland, when I heard the track, the music ministers that I reached, is it rich?
He's so country.
I know.
That I reached out to.
I reached.
Reach around and reach
around. I reached out to. But the music ministers or artists that I reached out to, as soon as the track started playing, I immediately heard their voice.
Yeah, immediately.
Whether it was Obadiah, whether it was Cameron Joy, whether it was Jamil, whether it was Cole Rain, whether it was Judah Matthias,
whether it was Mono,
Shanaim, whether it was Mono, I heard their voice. And all praises that, you know, the verse that talks about your name will go far. I'm paraphrasing, y'all. Charges to the head, I'm hard. About your name being good. And when I reached out to these music ministers, they were like, yeah, I got you. Oh, yeah, we got you. that's a blessing. That's a blessing that your reputation, the reputation that the Most High has allowed to follow, it's not bad. Now, is there some people that don't like me? Yeah.
Do we care?
Do I care? No. Because the ones that may not like me, they ain't told me to my face. So that's what I'm saying. The music ministers that's on this album, we like each other. We love each other. We talk. We text. I talked to Jamil, the Trump rally, earlier. We talk almost every day.
They know our fruit.
They know our fruit.
We know their fruit.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean when I say don't like me. That's what they know, the fruit. And if they don't like me because they see the fruit, I just got to keep pushing. But lift your spirit.
Yeah. It
talks about becoming like a child. And when I heard that beat, it took me back to the 90s, the late 80s and 90s. Yeah. It was like a Back to the Future. And shouts to Tone Jones, who made the track. He Grammy Award winning producer, just phenomenal guy. I just went to my childhood, and it's amazing how we just talked about Abraham becoming like a child, and Mashiach talks about it in Matthew 18 and in Matthew 19. When the disciples asked, well, who does the kingdom belong to? And he was like, the least of these, the children. Like, suffer the children to come unto me, man. We got to become like a child. We have to become like children. And I talked about that in the song, and it took me back to my childhood because the Most High revealed himself to me when I was 4 years old. And I'm 45. The Most High was allowed me to see 45, and it's been a 41-year relationship.
Yeah.
Ups and downs, great times, bad times, ugly times.
Hard-head times.
Times I was in the secular music industry, hanging with the likes of John Legend, Floetry, Trioville, when all they were at the prime and the height of their careers. Life Jennings, Jodeci. They were at the prime of their beginnings. Yeah. And that's not to glorify them. It's just saying where I was to where I am now. Right. And now I get it. Back then, I call myself being mad at the Most High. But then when I had the stroke, when I had DVOC 91, I'll tell y'all what helped me get through. Watching 80s theme songs and 80s wrestling.
Becoming like
I went child. It was something about my childhood that I just got some strength from. Because let me tell you, we moved down here to South Carolina, we avoided DVOC 91 in Charlotte for a whole while.
The
entire time. We moved here to South Carolina and boom! And I was in the hospital. I didn't want to be there, but we battled that thing for like 12 to 14 days, and I went. And immediately when I got in there, they said, with the stroke and underlying conditions, you were so dehydrated, that's why your body was getting better than not, then getting better than not. So as soon as I had some hydration and some oxygen, I was like, man, I'd go home. They were like, no, you can't go home.
But he wasn't even in there long. He was in there 2.5 days. And that's the thing. Like he just said, when we was in Charlotte, we had just gotten married. That was 2020. And about 7 weeks later after we got married, he had a stroke. Then a week after that, the DVOC 91 band shut everything down, but Yahu was preparing us for something that we didn't even know was gonna happen, because he tell this story all the time. Yahu was showing me and him, but at that time, my husband being a man, he was like, move where?
I was like, nah.
And I was like, Yahuwah is telling us, babe, like we gotta literally listen. Iyob was like, well, he got to show me some more.
I'm not moving to no South Carolina.
So I had to, in that moment, it had to be that helped me, that azar for my husband and cover him in prayer, so Yahuwah could check his heart, because what Yahuwah say is gonna go, whether we want to do it or not. So, that's, we followed it. We came here. We have the most shalom here. For the first 6 months we was here, it was very hard. We were associated with a place that we used to worship at, and Yahuwah had us there for a reason in the season. We didn't know at the time that everything was gonna go the way it went. But I'm so glad it did, because we trusted in Yahuwah and not man, and we made it. And that's the reason why we're here today. And after those 6 months, man, the blessings, the barakah have just been coming left and right. And anything we've been going through, we've been back, knocking it out the park. By Hashem Yahushua, and I give the Most High Yahuwah all this esteem for that, because we could have been like some others that didn't make it.
Right.
But I'm going to leave that there.
That have actually left the walk and went backwards. But, you know, and I thought, okay, well, we done left the establishment where we were worshiping at, and I was like, oh, let's move back to Charlotte. You was like, nah,
no,
ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna keep you right here. And here it is 2 years later. We still here. All praise to the Most High. Now, when he say move, we'll move. If he say be here for the next 25 years,
that's what we're gonna be.
That's what we're gonna be. But becoming like a child, let's read Matthew 18. It says, at the same time came the disciples unto Yahushua, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahushua called a little child unto him and set him in the midst of them, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be, this is the key word, guys. This is the sign and the wonder. Except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever there shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone would be hanged around about his neck, and that they were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense cometh. That's powerful. That's deep. And lift your spirit. What did I say at the bridge? I say the Yahu lights. Boy, I had the Yahu lights, like the Shah lights. Yahu light, y'all get it? Yahu lights. Yahu lights might be a 3-part male group out of Africa, but y'all just keep it locked. Shouts out to Flame Beats in South Africa, man. Shouts out to Flame Beats, producer Flame Beats. Love you, bro. Don't worry about it. Listen, you keep it locked. Keep it locked.
Oh.
Had them boys humming and singing. So, you got something to say?
Yes. The other verse, we're just gonna give out the rest of the verses because we short for time. The other verse that goes with lifted spirit, as he said, the first one was Matthew 18 verses 1 through 7, and then you have Matthew 19:6. Every single song that's on Wonderland is tied in biblically. Every
that's the foundation of it. Yes.
One.
Yes.
You know, so again, shouts out to Jamil, the Chunk Rattler. We love you, bro. Love you, family. Yes. So we're gonna move to the next song, which is
because I'm getting long-winded. She's trying to cut me off, but I just wanted to say, lift your spirit. And at the end of the song, at the bridge, I had the Yahu. I introduced the Yahu lights to the world of Yasharal and to the world. But they were singing to the way to keep your spirit lifted is to stay real. Be real with the Most High. Be real with yourself. A little child is real. A little child will tell you in front of everybody, your breath ain't the best.
What's that on your face? Why your nose so big?
Why you ugly? Oh, my mama said that people that breath stink got a lot of stuff on their mind. A little kid will tell you. So a little child is humble. A little child is humble, but they are real.
They are real. Stay real.
And we have to grow not to be disrespectful with it, but just stay real. Moving on to the next song. All right.
Fake friends. Oh boy. All right, so we're gonna give you the verses for that. When y'all get time, go over Yashahu or Isaiah 41:8 and James 2:23 and fake friends.
Oh man.
Man, the subject alone.
Man.
We could be here all day, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because we've been through that.
Oh,
now, one thing I can say about me, you know, things that I know certain lines I just won't cross because it's not in me to cross them. That's not saying I haven't crossed lines before of other things.
Right.
You know, because I have a past and I have a present.
Of course.
Things that I'm working on, you know?
Of course, yes.
But being a fake friend to somebody is just not one of them because, first of all, if you, like, Abraham was not just a servant of Yahuwah, he was his friend.
There you go.
He was his friend. What a honor to be called Yahuwah's friend. So if you don't know the definition of a friend or slash brother, sister, and a coot, you have to get to know how to be real with yourself in order how to be real with another person. Being loyal is if not the number one rule, the best rule in friendship, because Abraham was loyal to Yahu. I'm loyal to my husband. He's my friend.
Yes.
We were friends before we got married. You know what I mean? So being a friend, you can't be fugazi with it. You can't be a backstabber, a scorner, a backbiter, two-faced, four-faced, however you want to call it.
You can't be friends with somebody and then hop on the phone with somebody that don't know them, that gossips about them, and then not be friends with them anymore. You can't be friends with somebody, then befriend somebody else that don't like the friends you were, and then not be friends. Like that's the stuff we're talking about. That's fake. That's fugazi. We can't and still be out here ministering.
You can't.
You can't do that. Because that's a distraction. And also another verse is another chapter is John 12. Yeah, the biggest event of the year. Lazarus had just been Could y'all understand the buzz around in the city around this time? Lazarus had just been raised. Yahusha's getting his feet washed. Mary has just prepared the ointments and was washing her feet. And here comes Judas. Out of all the things he could have been doing, he trying to stop Mary from preparing Yahusha, because he was about to lay his life down. But if you go back and read John 12, Mary, she never turned to Judas. She was down there weeping because she was at Mashiach's feet.
Washing and weeping and wiping.
And that's why Yahushua was like, Judas, what's wrong with you, man? Out of all the places you could be, why you over here trying to distract her? But she never got distracted. Go read it. She never turned to Judas. Yahushua addressed him. He knew what Judas had come to do without Judas even knowing that he knew. So a lot of times, y'all, that's what Malkah's saying, fake friends, a lot of time we can detect our discernment. Thank the Most High for discernment. We can detect the stench of somebody that's done sat up on the phone and chatted about it. We don't say to them. Yahu will be like, it's not your, I'll judge it later. Don't say nothing. Shalom, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? You look at them. They think they all that. They think they cute. Okay. We don't think we cute. We just joicing and
we free over
we
here.
Just free. We just worship and praise free because we're thankful with the Most High. I almost lost my life. Your life is on the line.
More than once.
More than once. And my wife was beside me. Yahuwah cared when a lot of other people that I was friends with at the time and so-called family didn't care. That I was praising and worshiping with every day. So that's what fake friends is about. Shouts out to Big Aki Yaron, man. That just great job, bro. For blessing me with the MCing and the bars on the song. Yes, y'all, that is me on the second verse rapping.
Give it to him a little bit, just a little.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna do it if you know, and I can't do it like you do.
No, they can go listen to the album. And y'all can hear it.
Posted in the machine.
Carefully, I'm in my bag. I cut the Judas off. He got his hands in my bag. He always jacking swag. Got his foot on the pedal, going Super Mario, cause I'm on another level. Hey yo, no, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Ooh, I just
Wonderland.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm not gonna do everything. We're gonna skip over. We're gonna save the other one for last. Apology letter.
Oh man.
The verses for apology letter go with Matthew 18:15 through 20. If you get time, go read that.
Shouts out to Obadiah Yahu, man.
Obadiah.
Obi.
Colin Crenshaw, Obadiah Yahu.
Boy.
What a gifted brother. Man, he's so young. And being young in this walk is not easy. You know what I mean?
It's tough.
But he was the one that Iyob, heard from the Ruach to get the song.
Track, I heard his voice, and like I said, he was like, "Yeah, I got you.
Without
wrote it and recorded it without hesitation, and that we need to do. Is it a lot of apology letters that I need to be writing? Probably. And this is what we talk about. This is the thing, self-check every day. If you gotta write an apology letter to somebody, I just said it on the last Chosen Conversations. Let's FaceTime. we can't meet up at lunch, let's text. Let's meet up on FaceTime so we can see each other's face and apologize.
Yeah.
Forgive me for offending you. If I've offended you, forgive me. I was wrong. And we don't have to say, well, let me be the bigger person. Don't even let that enter.
That shows your heart right there.
Right. That's from the enemy. Well, let me go be the bigger person to call. Don't even say that.
You're making it about you at this point.
Right. If the Most High leads you to call somebody and say, hey, bro, hey, sis, you text me and I thought you wanted some money and I rejected your call and I read your text and ignored you, forgive me. Because I see that you didn't want any money, you just needed prayer. Forgive me for that. We got to start doing that because we're still out here singing, rapping, poetry, traveling to events, shaloming people, and feel that way about people, and then go back home and think it's cool. We are it's almost like we think we absolve ourselves when we make a Facebook post quoting scripture, or we just leaves.
You don't care about that.
Yeah,
he care about this thing right
Where's
here.
the fruit? That's not fruit. That's not fruit. So
that apology letter,
man, go listen to it. The message in the song is just the Ruach just moved throughout this whole album in writing it, and I'm humbled and overwhelmed with joy to just be the vessel when the Ruach writes. That was part of what I wanted to write throughout the process. And Ruach was like, no, that ain't it. Throw that away.
Oh my goodness.
You making it about you. You ain't gonna release this album till nope. April is out. Nope. And I'm like, man. And this woman right here, and shouts out to Sheer for being that brother in my corner. Shouts out to Jay Lutch for being that brother in my corner, and the Mirror Writer for giving me encouragement when times I wanted to give up. Monologue, thank you for the advice on the song. Cold Rain, like thank y'all for times I was like, man, this writing this, and them conversations like, nah, you gotta be obedient to the Most High and what He wants you to do. And I had to be like, you know what, you're right. Let me get out my feelings about what I wanted to write. I was like, no, it ain't about what you want to write. It's about what I'm saying, what your father is saying, what Mashiach wants to say to the people that they need to hear. So the album kept getting delayed and pushed back because I had to get out of me. I had to die. Before I became a kinsman redeemer, I had to be circumcised. I had to trim all that stuff, all the fat.
Yeah.
And this woman right here, it's like, babe, pillow talking at night. Babe, come on, you got it. I'm like, no, I ain't got it. I don't want to do it no more. I'm going to just retire for real. Like, for real, y'all, for real.
Yeah,
like, it was a couple times. I was like, man, equipment. Shouts to Bad Price 4X Productions in Augusta, Georgia. Like, here's some things you can do. Because this was our first time engineering. And me and my wife engineered basically the whole album. Shouts to Israel. Giving me encouragement. Like, look, here's some things you can do to make your recording better. Here's some microphones you can get. Here's some equipment you can get. Thankful for people in my corner that the Most High put that I was not friends with 3-4 years ago. See what I'm saying?
And if we'd stayed where we was, we wouldn't even been able to be associated with any of these people. So all praise to the Most High for that. Now, this one here. This is the last one. We about to wrap it up, okay? You are everything. Shout out to the Coolin' 3. The House of Rave. Y'all, this song is #1 on the topic page.
Yep.
It is taking off. I mean, literally taking off because I witnessed him writing. Yes, the song is about our love. A covenant. A marriage. A real... Let me put real on there. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here that are not real with their words and their actions. They may want to get married because they see this person is married, being covetous. So that's wrong from the jump. So when I say real marriages that took time. This took some time.
Y'all.
Even when another brother was trying to court me and whatnot, me and him was just friends. We had not even talked. We had got to a point we wasn't talking to each other because we had to deal with our mess, our baggage.
The Most High had to circumcise.
He circumcised both our hearts. He separated us.
Before we became kinsmen redeemers, and my daughters that are now in the walk, they were not in the walk.
They were
before
not.
we got married. So once
They were
again,
not.
we had to be circumcised because we had to come together to redeem them.
That's what it's about.
That's what
it
Wonderland
was
is
a
about.
friendship first, a year friendship, ups and downs. His children know my children. I know everything that I needed to know at the time, and there were other things that came later that I needed to know. You feeling what I'm saying? When he was comfortable with telling me certain stuff, but that was after our separation from just a friendship. Yeah, I knew he was cute when I first saw him with his fine self.
You know it. Nah.
I knew he. I knew I really, really liked him, and he knew he liked me, but we didn't cross that line.
Yep.
We didn't cross that line because Abihu would have tore both our heads up because we was gonna move in our own flesh at that time.
Yep.
So when I say real covenant, that's what I mean. He made that thing come full circle with us, and we ended up back together as friends again, and then married, and then all these blessings. So that's what a real covenant is about. It ain't no hopping and skipping and diving and falling in love.
Man.
Somebody please tell me how to stay there. Quote from Love Jones. I love it. But anyway, go ahead, baby.
No, I was just beautifully put. Can't say it any better. That's just, and that's bruh. Do you know? That's when I knew the Most High was truly changing me.
Oh my goodness.
That was the sign. That was the sign. That was the wonder. I was like, man, I'm getting married. My heart wasn't beating when I met this woman. My palms wasn't so sweat. I wasn't so nervous. I had the most peaceful shalom I had ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it was a sign and a wonder. So yeah, Wonderland is a culmination from childhood all the way to now. It's the movie. I say it in I'm Blessed on the track. Track number 5, I want to say.
Stay wavy and groovy.
Stay wavy and groovy. The Most High got my life like a movie.
He really
really
does. And this, I'm so glad. And that song, y'all, I when he's in the booth, I don't bother him unless it's my time to go up and do whatever he asks me to do on the computer. When I hear him singing, and he'll ask me about it, I'm honest with my husband now.
Yes.
I'm not finna have my husband out here looking like a Rudy Poop. And he came to me and asked me how that sound like, babe. You just a little flat right there. Let's change that. And he do the same with me. Because I love him enough. Because I want his work to be perfect for the Most High. Because he got to get the most esteem out of that. And the way he hit the notes, and You Are Everything, and it just went smooth with the way 3 did that track. Y'all, You Are Everything is everything. And I'm not saying that just because it's my husband or because, we cool with the House of Ray. It's literally everything because it tells a story about covenant, about real marriage, and the way a husband is supposed to love his wife, and the way a wife is supposed to submit and love her husband. And that is everything. And every song that I sing, and every air that I breathe, You Are Everything.
Yeah, because
because
the Most High is who ordained it. And guess what? He is everything.
Yes, he is.
So it goes.
Hand in hand.
There is no us without him. You are everything, and he is the one that ordained it.
Yep.
He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and the Most High blesses.
He's the one that he obtains favor.
Come on, with the Most
High
obtains it. So yeah, man. We are right
at
that.
The verse for that. Wait a minute. The verse for You Are Everything. You can find it in Mark 10, 6 through 9. Genesis 2:18 and Genesis 2:23 to 24, and that's the wrap up right there.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, y'all, we love everybody. We love y'all once again. The genuine support.
The genuine support
is just it's overwhelming. The text messages, the emails, the phone calls to me and my ish and my wife. Just for everyone that has been blessed by the project so far, go download it, www.blackcanvas.net. Go download it for free. Free. No charge. We're not going to go download it for free. If you don't have any of the platforms, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Pandora, any of that you got to
Amazon Music,
go to the website www.black, that's BLAQKANVAS.net. Download the entire album for free.
That's
We
right.
appreciate y'all. Happy Feast of Tents. Shabbat Shalom for those that celebrate Shabbat on today. And we love you. Keep us in prayer. We got more coming from Black Canvas Music. Shouts out to Truth Be Told Flips Podcast. We'll be with Azariah on this coming Monday at 8 o'clock on the Chosen Few Talk Radio.
8 p.m. EST.
8 p.m. Eastern. He's going to give a Wonderland album review. We did the same thing with New Moon. Had a great time chopping it up. So we'll be with him again this Monday. Shouts to Sister Delta, Culinati, everybody over Blue News, Casamano, everybody at 3MG, King 7 in this household. Man, the genuine support is just, thank you so much, y'all.
We love y'all.
We love y'all. Looking forward to working with everybody once again. And that's it. Wonderland review is Wonderland. Oh, look, he said it 3 times again.
Don't you start it.
There's 10 letters in Wonderland, and 10 and 3 is 13, divided by his age year. Ooh, how we told you that was... Stop it. Black canvas is a black and a canvas. Oh, yeah, see?
It's dark. Y'all be surprised at stuff people say for no reason.
Stuff
but anyway.
say for no reason.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom, y'all.